Hello everyone and welcome back once again to another Football Stadiums Geoguessr. Today we're doing the Belgian Pro League Football Stadiums map. Made always by my good loyal subscriber Bait. We're aiming for another perfect score on this one because I feel like Belgium, it's close, it's close to Holland, which I got almost a perfect score on, so I feel like I might do alright. I've also been to a couple of the stadiums. As you can see, I am wearing an Anderlecht shirt. I have been to their stadium when I visited my good friend Jay Spinks, who lives in Brussels. Shout out to him. So I feel like if they come up and maybe a few of the other big clubs, I might be alright. I mean, it's going to be very tricky to beat those scores of 25,000 points on the board in 3 minutes, but we'll give it a good go. But before we get started, remember to hit that subscribe button. As always, we are on the charge to our next subscriber goal, which is 60 subscribers. Thank you to everybody who has supported this series so far. I hope that you've all been enjoying it. I've certainly enjoyed making them. And let me know in the comments as well what other football leagues or football maps or other sports you want to see me take on. So let's get things started. Let's hope for some Anderlecht to start things off with. And this is not Anderlecht. Okay. Oh my word, this is some funky ass team. What is this place? This is a weird, looks like some kooky looking club. I don't know what to think. KV. I can't say I've ever heard of it. I mean, Belgium isn't the biggest of places, so at least like some other maps it might pop up if we can figure out what town we're in. But this is a weird looking club. I was quite confident at the beginning when I said, I've been to, Anderlecht and I've been to Belgium and all that jazz, but so starting with that, it's not great. The Versluis Arena, I mean, it's obviously like a decently sized club. KVO, we're by the sea. Are we by the sea? Is that the coast? Zizikt and Zembad. Don't know if that means anything, but let's have a look by the sea. There isn't a massive coastline in Belgium. KVO. Cogside and Vern, maybe? That would make sense to me. What's this say? Serena. What's that? Unsteder. Unsted. Sport Park de Shore. Didn't take us long to get there. Diaz Arena. I mean, KV. Okay. We must be here. Where's the media mark? Maybe on the little road that comes in here. I'm going to go with literally putting it where it says KV or Stada. That makes sense, KVO. On the corner with the stadium, looking at it a bit down here. Oh, it's on the other corner. Oh, it's not bad now. 4951. I mean, we're not going to get perfect score, but an Englishman living in Oxfordshire was never going to get perfect score, I think, on this. But I'm pleased that I'm actually managed to find the stadium. Okay, what have we got now? This looks a bit smaller. That could be a bit of an issue. We need to get over to the other side. Looks like a decent... I was going to say it looked very small because I literally thought it was this thing here rather than the other side. There's an Albert Heijn. Great supermarket chain in the Netherlands and obviously Belgium as well, by the looks of things. There's no sign of a club badge anywhere. Kortrijk. Is that the name of the town? Ah, there we go, Kortrijk. I've managed to find the town name, but I have no idea on the football club's name. I don't know. Kortrijk. Let's stick it. We're not getting perfect, so let's stick it in Kortrijk. Oh, 755 KV Kortrijk. I've got no idea either, to be honest, but fair play. Oh my goodness. This is big. Is this Gent? Okay. It should be quite easy to find this, surely, because Gent is a big club. There is a bridge, I think, over here. That suggests that... There we go. There's quite a big bridge over there. There's the Genk Stadium. Look at that. That's a big stadium. That's impressive. The Galemico Arena. That's gotta pop up. That's huge. Ah, there was a bridge, wasn't there? So that also suggests that we are near a river. This looks... there we go. Okay. I was going to say, when I was zooming in, but normally when it's a little green patch like that, it means something. And there, Albert Heijn. Perfect. Okay, the Albert Heijn was on the last one, but still. So, again, let's do my old compass trick. Seems to be working at the moment. So north is that way. We're on like a little corner. So if north is behind us, we're on like this corner, I think. Around here. Buffalo Bistro, I don't see that anywhere. There's the Buffalo Bistro, but I don't know if that's just a sign that's got in my way. There's the Albert Heijn, which is in the stadium, so it's there. And we travelled quite a while here. We came round, I think we're about here. Yes! 3 yards! Come on! Okay, what we got? We have, oh my word. Beerschot, Rilrik, Antwerpen. Nice. I would not have got that if it hadn't been for Antwerp popping up. Okay, so obviously we have Royal Antwerp, I think is one of the clubs. So it's not them. So we've obviously got KFCO Beerschot Wilrik, Antwerp. Aha, Wilrik. And Beerschot. Where's Beerschot? Don't know if that means anything, to be honest, but there's Wilrik. Iconic like football club? Yeah. Olympia. Okay. But where's the stadium? There's the football club, but where's the stadium? Why are there no road names? I mean, the stadium is literally... Oh, do you know what? I'm just going to go for it there. Oh, what? Oh, don't tell me it's like the bloody like head office again or something, or the training ground. What? So it's up here. Way up here. Olympisch Stadium. I'm okay with that. I'm okay. Still 4,000 and something. We can get a really good score on this. Bruges. Okay, but is this the main Bruges club? That's the thing, because I don't know if there's another one. Wrong country. Tell you what, I keep wearing these football shirts. I know it's a Circle Bruges shop. Okay. I keep wearing these football shirts. Anderlecht, Ajax, but the team I wear the shirt for never comes up. I didn't even know there was another Bruges club. I'm going to pump it in. I have been to Bruges once. I'm going to pump it in around to the left of it. Oh, I was to the left of it. It's down here. I feel like I had a look at that. The Jan Breidel Stadion. So it says Club Bruges there, so there must be 2 clubs in one stadium, which I didn't realise. But then it looked all like Circle Bruges stuff rather than Club Bruges, which is a bit confusing. But still, another 23,000 point game. We are getting good at these stadiums. No wonder I've made a series on them. We're not quite in the top scores. Everyone up there has got 25,000, 24,000. But I will take that for, you know, I've never been to a game of football in Belgium. I've been to the Anderlecht Stadium once where I got the shirt. I've been to Bruges once. I've been to Brussels once. All this talk about Belgium and their football clubs has really got me thinking about this thing that's come out in the news over the last days about the potential combining of the Belgium and... I don't know how I feel about this. I know obviously what it's meant to be, I think, is that basically it's going to be almost like a Premier League of like the top Belgian clubs and then the top Dutch clubs, or maybe all of the Dutch clubs in the top league and then some of the top Belgian clubs like Anderlecht and Bruges. I don't really know how I feel about that. I feel like if they're going to do it, they just need to combine the whole system. Now, you know, Belgium and the Netherlands are quite small countries. You know, when you compare them to the size of somewhere like France or Germany, I don't really see there being an issue if they were to combine them, because it's not going to involve much travelling. I just don't know whether that would then have a knock-on effect on further down the pyramid if suddenly you had sort of more big clubs coming in. So would then the smaller Belgian clubs and smaller Dutch clubs then be less likely to gain promotion to go up? I don't really know how it would work. It sounds like a decent idea. I think maybe the proposal that there's about 5 or 6 Belgian clubs potentially going to join I think it's called the BeNe Premier League or something like that. I think it'd be cool for the big clubs because, I mean, imagine actually having, you know, in Holland you have obviously, you have PSV, you have Feyenoord, and you have Ajax, and they are the 3 big clubs that will just go for the title every year. Every now and then there's exceptions, like when FC20 snuck in, but Otherwise, it's normally going to be one of those three, and to be honest, it's normally going to be Ajax. So perhaps introducing, the Anderlechts, the Brugges, the Gents, the other big clubs in Belgium. I can't remember their names, but you know who I mean if you're from Belgium. Perhaps introducing them would then make the league more competitive. I think it's the same as the grand old argument of whether Celtic and Rangers, if they were to move to the Premier League, whether they would be competitive in the Premier League or whether they would struggle. And I guess it's just seeing whether it would then be the same with the Belgian clubs, because Anderlecht, for example, massive club, but are they going to be on the same financial level as Ajax, for example? They might not be, so therefore would they then just struggle, and then it would just end up being Dutch clubs at the top and then Belgium at the bottom of the league. I wouldn't be adverse to maybe them testing it with like a cup tournament or something, because it would be nice to see teams like Anderlecht and Ajax going head to head, and PSV going up against Brugge and things like that. But maybe for the league, it would definitely, you'd need a test run. I think you'd need to do a few cup games before you actually committed to it. But in a dream scenario, yeah, if you could have it and you could have Anderlecht challenging at the top against Ajax challenging at the top against Brugge challenging at the top against PSV, it could make it a much more competitive league, probably a bit more like the Premier League is at the moment, with a top 6 or 7 rather than a top 3, which, we used to have a top 4 in the Premier League in England, and it was a bit like the same all the time. We'll see whether it goes ahead. These sorts of radical football proposals always seem to be thrown up every couple of years by different countries, like I said, Celtic and Rangers joining the English Premier League. You've had the split away league of the top 4 or 5 in England wanting more money and make their own Super League with Barcelona and all that, but they never really come to fruition, so we'll see. But that's just my 2 cents on that. I was going to mention it in the Eredivisie video that I did for the Dutch football, but it completely escaped my mind because obviously it's been in the news recently. But just doing this and then comparing it to how I did in the Dutch one just reminded me about that little point. So thank you everyone for watching once again. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Be sure to check out the other ones that are already out on the channel, and there's plenty more to come as well. Hit that subscribe button so you are the first person to know when any stadium videos come out. And I'll be sure, as always, to see you all in the next video.